Hey everyone, it's Dr. Dingo here, back for episode 4 of Marion County. In today's episode, we're going to run a new train line right through town, place a passenger terminal over here, a harbor on this island, do some changes to our interstate, add some residential, some new industrial, and then finish the day off with a sports complex. So I'm excited about this build, and let's get into it. So let's start by fixing a little terrain through here. We're going to draw a new main line and we'll go from there. So trains like to be at like 1% grade, you know, that's pretty much it. 6% or something is unheard of, like very rare circumstances as that happens. So like this right here at 3% is pretty steep for a train. But we're doing what we have to do. We'll do a maintenance yard here. And then curvature is usually about 1% or so. So here we have our maintenance yard. I always add the extra track just to get it done right now. And we have our connections, and the big thing is just nice smooth connections. Now we need to work on that spur connection, and I think we actually need to set the passenger terminal first because I want a little more information on where that line actually needs to come in so that we don't redraw our tunnel 10 different times. To set that terminal, we first need to actually key this out with our pathway so that we know where to place it. Alright, I think that's a good start to our train station. So we have a little bit of a grid here, and we'll do some commercial around here. I got the train going underground. For the most part, I think this is pretty much what I wanted. It's I had imagined it a little bit closer over here, but this works out and it allows us to zone here, and we run our trains right underground. Now we need to connect them into here, so we'll need to do the same thing over here. And to get these to pop out, I think we need to raise the terrain. Let's go ahead and pull this across the river. Okay. I want to continue this road on through, so just gonna make sure our trains have a curve that'll work. Oh, that's not good. Might have to invest in a helicopter depot. If yeah, it's middle of summer, that's not gonna get put out. Well, we better just do it. We better just do it. It's gonna hurt the budget for sure. We could go ahead and connect a couple, do a couple connections here. We'll start with one. We'll come back. So we're gonna set this aside for a moment. And we're going to look at a new industrial area over here. So I think this is a good spot, and we can also give it its own interstate connections. In theory, we could also do, maybe not right here, but down here, and give a little access road. And we could do a port here as well for industry. And then maybe, if we keep this industry here, which we probably will, we could do a local bridge connection here, so they could also get over to the cargo port. Well, I hope you guys are having a good day. So might be able to tell sometimes when I pause and come back, you know, I record at different times. So sometimes sometimes it's late at night, sometimes it's during the day. Kind of depends. It's raining today. It rains here 6 months out of the year, so it's you know, that's just kind of how it is. I'm restoring my old Ford right now, which is fun. I have the heads off the engine, so I have a tarp over the truck right now, and I'm not in the mood to to work on it. I want to wait at least till this afternoon when it gets a little bit warmer, and maybe stops raining so much. I'd rather play Skylines, to be honest. Let's do our bus station. I know we're a little bit ahead of ourselves. I forget which side of the bus station is the entrance and exit. We might have to adjust this. It's nice to have these on a one-way system, but we might just try this for right now. Anything that we're taking in and out of town, we want them to get on the interstate, you know, as quick as possible. That's why we have it going through town. So yeah, it looks a little crazy, but it's really just two interchanges on top of each other, and it's offset a little bit to kind of handle the one-way situation with the road actually coming from down here and then dividing over the interstate. We'll start working on the passenger terminal. So we want to use this island. Let's take a look at its profile. So it's not bad. I mean, we have plenty of space actually to make this work. And I think if we leave it, you know, we could come out a little bit like this. And we don't have any bridges to worry about. Now, there is a connection down here as well. In theory, we could run ships down the river, but we're going to have issues with these bridges, so I don't know if that's going to happen. There's pretty much one ship size in the game, and it's a massive cruise ship, so probably not going to happen. So how do we want to bring people through here? Just let's get rid of this for right now. Not sure if I like that. But what we can do is a medium road. Do a quick adjustment here. we're definitely going to need an off-ramp here. And you can see why I like to do this, something this massive ahead of time, because it gets real hairy later on trying to do that when you got all of this developed with the grid and everything. So, all right, I think the harbor is in a good place for now because we're going to do some editing to that once we actually get our connections in. The most important thing was that we had it placed. We know where it's going to be, and we can kind of base our development off of that. So our public transit is looking okay so far. We're at 552 train passengers, 157 out-of-town bus passengers, and I think we're ready to work on the sports complex. Let's look at some of our assets here. We have our regular sports parks, but I'm thinking the football field and the soccer field. And I'd like to do maybe three soccer fields and a football field. We'll probably bring this road up and it will connect back into here. I think that'll work. Let's give it a try. How did that turn out? That looks pretty good. I think we can live with that. I'm gonna add some detail to this here. Now we need a walking bridge across. Okay, I think that'll work. I like that. It's got a little bit of a curve, but it's mostly straight across. I think maybe bringing the walking path down all the way down to the main road, and people could take the walking path and come down and go to the pool right here. And then we could start gridding out a little bit in this area and get some commercial going. Looks like we have some medium and high density demand, which is nice. Just to create some balance in how people get to work, we have this area to develop over here, but we need workers over here. The way I'm doing this here is we're doing a little bit of, we want to run alleys through these, through the back of these homes. So kind of just zone it like this. And I'm zoning it first because even though there are alleys in the game, and this area here we might have to do like a like three deep homes, but even though there are alleys in the game, they don't actually function as alleys as you might know them, because you can still zone on them. They're basically, I think of them more as just gravel roads. So we're gonna do a bunch of this and let everything zone up. And then we'll come back through. We need a school over here and we need a school over there. What about this spot? so many people. It's awesome. But they only walk right down the middle. Oh, I forgot that service vehicles can use that. Well, that's convenient. That's why they walk down the middle, I guess. We really need to let our demand build back up. So we're going to start working on some terrain and finish up that last bit of detailing to kind of make everything come together. Let's start with some trees. We'll work on our sports complex. See, we got a lot of traffic moving through, which is good to see. It's good to see everything working.
Meanwhile, let's get...
I was thinking this right here would be a good park. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Give us a little more tourism as well. The one nice thing about the pedestrian street is we can zone on it. So we could do like a skate park in here, and maybe even a pool would be kind of cool. Maybe. Oh, did I not? I think I built it. Okay. Yeah. I think some folks might have caught that. I meant to put the community pool. Oh, we need a parks maintenance. Community pool needs to go over here. Guess we could put it over here for now. This needed to be a water park. So let's move the parking lot across the street. I like to kind of add in some, I don't know what you'd call it, supplemental terrain in different areas. Even if it's not massive, just so, you know, when we build something up like this, it doesn't just feel like it's on its own. You ever been through Montana or Wyoming? A lot of towns kind of, this is not a high mountain build, but this is kind of how a lot of towns are built, because they're built in the mountains. So towns are kind of disjointed in odd ways where, you know, things are kind of built where they can be built. Kind of has that similar feel. How's this intersection doing? Oh, it's fine. Really took a lot of traffic off there when we got all of this sorted out over here. So that's awesome. So we got a lot done today. I really enjoy the sports complex. I love that the train goes underneath it. I like this interchange and that it goes down to the harbor over here. And then, of course, built up a bunch of zoning and added in some services that we needed. In our next episode, we're going to be working over here in Silver Falls on the medical center and around this little lake over here. So that should be a lot of fun as well. Let me know what town you guys are liking, or what parts of these builds are your favorites down in the comments. We have Silver Falls over here, North Falls City, and then South Falls City over here. But other than that, I'm Dr. Dingo. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. So thank you, everyone. And I'm looking forward to the next episode. So I'll see you there. Thanks.